So we have two amazing leaders of our Jewish community, Jacob and Dylan, who will be leading us tomorrow. We know our tradition is in good hands with them, so thank you for leading us in our prayer tonight, and look forward to standing on the bima with you tomorrow. We also have two pretty amazing leaders in our Torah portion, as I mentioned before, Joshua and Caleb. And we all know about Joshua. Joshua will take over for Moses and enter the promised lands. But we always ask, why Caleb? Why Caleb is the other leader that can enter the land? Does anyone know why? We can have an interaction on the chat or shout out loud. We haven't had many people in our congregation, so I haven't had the interaction with people. Anyone want to guess? He's my son. That's a good name. Yeah, a good name. So, right, that's one reason we named Caleb after this biblical character. Any other reasons why Caleb? Does anyone know? Well, luckily, we can look right into the Torah and we can find out. Because it is said that Caleb has a ruach acheret. A ruach acheret. Anyone know what ruach means? Spirit. Acheret? Other, different. A different spirit. God calls Caleb a different spirit. And what does that mean? Why does Caleb, of all leaders, of all scouts, is the only one that is singled out with this different spirit? For one, we know that he doesn't give in to peer pressure. 10 of the other spies say, this land is not worthy of us. They are huge giants. We are scared. And so he and Joshua say, actually, we can do it. We can enter that land. He's optimistic. He doesn't go just with the flow. That's one reason that he has a different spirit. But I think the one that I connect with now is that after Caleb said to the Israelite people, we can go in, the people cried. They said, we can't do it. We must stay in the desert that we've been traveling in for 39 years. This is what we know. They wail, they moan, God gets really angry at them. And then what does Caleb do? Caleb rips his clothing. Joshua rips his clothing. He's in mourning with these people. That rip shows Caleb's ruach acheret, different spirits, as he can really empathize with those people. He hears what these individuals are going through. He understands the worries of the Israelites. He listens to their story. He opens the heart. And then he takes action. And for me, that's something I think about as we look to how we interact with people, Jews, when we interact with people of different faiths, when we look at our own community as well. How can we have a ruach acheret, a different spirit? How can we empathize with the other? How can we hear the other's stories? And how do we move forward? And so I love Shalach Lecha, this Torah portion, because it highlights two amazing leaders and encourages us to look at our own leadership, to think about how we can act in our world as well.